You're listening to the Sanspants Network.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another beautiful episode of Baseless Speculation, all the pop culture news on the research so you do not have to. I am Joel.
I am Jackson.
And I am Joel.
Now boys, this is a continuation of last week because what do we think of all the news that came out of the Disney thingy part 2?
That's right, Disney 23.
23 good Disneys.
Yeah.
It actually is Disney 23.
Yeah.
The 23 stands for 1923.
When they started
Yeah,
Disney.
when Walt Disney was born.
When Walt Disney
died?
said, hello,
I
let's
am
start
me,
a thing.
Hello, this is my rat. Give me $1 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we gave a man $1 million for a rat, and here we are.
Here we are.
And D23 is also the official Disney fan club. So D23 is a fan event.
Okay, interesting.
There's two membership
for
levels,
fans.
free and gold.
Okay.
Oh, you want to pay for gold.
Yeah.
So we are talking about all of the announcements. There are a lot of announcements that came out. We did a bunch yesterday. Most of them were the live action announcements.
And by yesterday, he means last week, listeners. You didn't
But
miss
for
anything.
us, like less than 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, we hit
We
stop.
don't know why he's that wrong, but he is. Like wrong on multiple fronts.
Wrong in such an interesting way.
No, it wasn't interesting. It was just wrong. That's like me being like, you say.
My name is John.
No, that's interesting. That'd be like me being like, hi, my name's Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wrong.
boring wrong.
Yeah.
Boring
fair.
wrong. Well,
Yeah,
I
fair.
apologize.
Yeah,
I
fair.
apologize, boys. Okay, what do we got?
Yeah, what do we got? What do
Kick
we
it
got?
off,
Let's
baby.
go
Kick it off.
Disney.
So this is in
more
no
stuff.
particular order, but it is the animated department. Last week we looked at live action shit, and I forgot to put it in the Fantastic Four. What big property am I missing this time? Hard to say. Hopefully none.
Okay.
I picked up on a sneaky announcement, in fact, so maybe there's extra here. Who
Holy
knows?
mackerel.
Anyway, animated.
Yeah,
Woo!
we love the
Yeehaw.
animations.
Let's start off with Moana 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
it
I
was-
liked Moana 1, I think. I mean, I don't think I liked it as much as I thought I was gonna.
Okay.
But then, on a rewatch, I was like, nah, okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
fun.
Just, my expectations were somewhere else. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You know when you watch, you go into a show,
yeah.
or a movie, my expectations are kind of maybe too high, or
Absolutely.
I want this thing, but then they gave you something else. Then you're like, oh, it wasn't what I wanted.
Yeah.
And then you watch it again without
I
that.
think as
and
well,
you're like, oh, no.
because I remember Moana coming out and it was sort of like you had Rapunzel, Frozen, Moana as like these were your sort of a new Disney Renaissance or whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel like Moana for some people fell a bit short of the other two.
Yeah.
But I thought it was fun. I think
You're welcome.
You're
Hey,
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
It did have that joke in it that infuriates me every time I see it, where Dwayne The Rock Johnson as Maui, he writes an autograph with a bird for Moana, and he says that's called tweeting. And he does that because his kid said to put it in a movie. He's like, that's the only way I'll be in the movie. But I think if I wrote Moana and Dwayne The Rock Johnson was like, I got the fucking worst joke for you. It's so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Put it in the movie or I'm not
Dude,
going to be in it.
how
I would
about
be like,
this?
I hate you, Dwayne The
no,
Rock
I'd be like,
Johnson.
hey, Dwayne, can I talk to your kids?
Yeah.
And we can maybe workshop
Hey,
that
kid.
joke.
Fucking terrible idea. Anybody ever told you you're stupid? Dwayne being like, what are you saying to my kid?
Nothing but encouragement.
My counterpoint
dumb.
is that logic and that kind of joke and that type of writing is very Deadpool and Wolverine, which is
That's true.
the 44th highest grossing film at the time of recording,
Yeah.
but will probably be in the top 30 by the time you're hearing this.
Well, fair enough.
So, Jackson, shut the fuck
Hey,
up.
fuck my ass.
Yeah.
Dude, if a kid tells an actor to say a funny and stupid line, that's awesome.
Maybe it's actually great.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
how Deadpool looks at the camera and he says, I'm going to peg my asshole. Kevin Feige said I'm allowed.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's the best
Yeah,
dialogue
yeah,
anyone's
yeah,
ever written.
That's right. You know,
And
you
if
know
you
what?
hate that, you hate fun.
Yeah.
And nerds are oppressed.
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
always saying it. Anyway, yeah, look, Moana, I've heard Moana 2 was intended to be, I don't know if this is true, but that it was intended to be a TV show and that the movie we are getting is a sort of chopped up, version of that turned into a feature length.
Jackson,
Production?
you are famously wrong on this podcast,
Once
but in this
again.
time, You are correct.
Whoa, that's huge.
So yeah, it was
Damn.
originally a musical series just titled Moana that was going to be on Disney Plus.
Oh, yeah.
Really good, by the way, Disney.
Yeah.
Why make a sequel? Hey, we're gonna make a sequel TV series.
Yeah.
And we're just
Yeah.
gonna call it exactly the
Same
same
thing we called the
Makes
movie.
sense. Yeah, but it will be different, like, number after it.
No,
Was it
It'll
like,
just
it'll
say-
be like, no, as in like it'll be Moana, and then it'll be Moana, and then like the year it came out.
Oh,
There'll be
so-
Moana,
yeah,
and the year that would
smart.
have come out. And that's
So
how we understand the
Moana
difference.
2016 and then Moana.
Like
2024 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They should have
would've- I
called it
would've- I got
Moana
it.
2A.
Mwatwa. Mwatwa.
Yeah.
Mwatwa. Mwatwa.
Or maybe they just
Mwatwa.
could have all been 2s and then A at the end.
2A. As in like
M222A.
Oh, so M2A. M222A.
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 Yeah.
What about Tuano?
2Ana? Now that's good.
Get me in the boardrooms. Anyway, yeah. So it was announced in 2020 they were making a TV series called Moana.
Yeah.
There was a guy. The original producer was producer again. David Derrick Jr. was brought in as writer and director after filling the role of the storyboard artist of the first film.
Okay.
Anyway, February 2024, Bob Iger's like, hey, guess what? TV series, think again. It's Moana 2, motherfuckers.
On a whiteboard, he wrote a big M with two like strokes through it and was
Yeah.
like, imagine if it was an S.
yeah. Probably some country
So,
uses
yeah.
an M to denote
Oh,
currency.
yeah, all it is like Moana, puts an S after it, $sign. Moanas. Talking about. Yeah.
I think you can tell from the trailer already that this was
Money
a
for
TV
a
show.
jam. Yeah.
I think there's a shot with the little Mad Max guys from the first one that I think in a TV show, them returning and doing exactly the same thing doesn't feels like kind of on the nose, but in a movie, it feels really like treading old ground. So I suspect that the movie, by virtue of being a reworked into from a TV show, is going to feel very samey to the first movie. That's my expectation.
I reckon it'll be very oddly paced.
Yes.
Oddly paced.
Very.
Everyone's going to be like, it just felt like you kind of kept going. There was like almost it resolved itself, then it kind of.
Then we're kind of in a new era.
And it kept going, and it was like kind of like, I guess, was there intention to feel like I was riding waves?
Yeah.
It
That's
was
what
up,
it felt
up,
like.
Yeah, because it did feel like it was. Yeah, it would have been not nice if it was chopped up into like maybe I don't know.
Yeah, they
8
could
segments.
have done this in 8 hours. Yeah. I know we're also at some point getting a live action Moana. So
Perfect.
we're getting
Yeah.
some weird Moana content in the future. Yeah.
Is Dwayne
I
back?
don't know.
Yes, Dwayne is back. He's also back in the live
No,
action
so yeah,
film.
yeah,
Yeah.
the live action one. Yeah, well, that's great to hear.
Lin-Manuel Miranda is
Love that
not
guy.
back, though.
Oh, that's
Okay.
good. I mean, oh no, he's so good at song.
The TikTok sisters that wrote the Bridgerton musical and then got sued by the BBC, but then won the lawsuit. Anyway, they're doing the music for Moana too.
Well, that's nice. Good to see them.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Take that, BBC.
Yeah.
Finally.
Someone's going to take him down a
Yeah.
peg. Oh, what's next?
Yeah.
Then we have my laptop slowly dying, so that's
Okay.
exciting. We got Monster Jam.
oh, speaking of
Monsters for Jam.
yeah.
Dwayne
The Rock Johnson.
Johnson's passion project, where he got on stage and he said, I love motorsports. I love monster trucks. So I came to Alan and Disney to create something here that is immersive and fun and live action from the POV of these incredible monster trucks. Eccentric and crazy drivers. Monster Jam, it's going to be a fun ride.
Okay. Now, in
Yeah.
the 90s or 80s, there was a TV show, which was a monster truck competition.
Called Monster Jam.
And if this is the one I'm thinking of, then yeah, maybe. And some of the trucks had like a spirit.
Wasn't there in like the 2000s or 90s?
Maybe
There was
yeah.
a movie.
There's a
where
movie called Monster Trucks, which is monsters are in trucks.
Yeah. Is this Monsters in Trucks or this big truck? What is Dwayne wanting to do?
Dwayne wants to make...
Monsters in Trucks or
The
this
thing
big
I'm
truck?
thinking of is called Monster Wars.
Okay.
And Monster Wars.
Was it just so that's a truck that's possessed by the soul of a guy and not a soul of a
Yeah.
monster?
Yeah, no. So the trucks.
And
The
so
trucks had like.
I get it. Monster truck is like a little bit of a haha. There's actually a monster in there.
Yeah,
Versus haha.
This
there's
was
a soul
like
in there.
so. It was like a wrestling. They wanted to do wrestling with monster trucks.
like Truckosaurus from The
no.
Simpsons.
So the way it would
Okay,
work
never
is you
mind
would have
then.
two guys in monster trucks.
Done.
And one monster truck would be called like the
Robot Wars.
Skeletor
Okay.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And the other one would be called Zap Jones.
Yep.
And then they would be like, we're in competition. And the drivers of the trucks
Yeah, well,
were not those guys. But they would be like, we're in competition. And then it would cut to like a live action pre-filmed video of a guy in a skeleton costume being like, you're going down, Zap Jones. And then it would cut to Zap Jones, who was a guy who looked like a superhero, being like, you're going down, Skeleton Man.
Yeah.
And then they would have like a little monster truck competition, and that would kill the other one.
So when you say monster truck competition, what do you mean?
They had to do like a course.
Okay, so not like it's then it cuts back to the two monster trucks and they like ram each other.
That's relatively
Like a
similar to
demolition
real life monster trucks.
derby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just mean compete in like a monster truck stunt, like who can jump 10 cars or
Yeah,
whatever.
but then they would have guys like this,
Yeah, right.
and that would be like the soul of the monster
the
truck.
driving,
just
yeah.
the driver.
No, that's not the driver.
Well, no, but that's what the car represented.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
But some monster trucks didn't have a thing.
Jackson, sometimes I think that you watch things and it's a very simple concept, but
Yeah.
it's so simple that your brain doesn't accept it. So then you invent this very convoluted thing.
I don't think this is convoluted.
So I think that what you're seeing is those just represent the driver. You keep calling it
No,
this-
they don't. They explicitly
the
don't
truck?
represent the driver.
They
represent the truck.
They represent the truck.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so if the trucks could fight,
Yeah.
this is what we're doing.
USHRA Monster Wars.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm across it. Now.
Monster Jam seems to be pretty confusing to what it is. I'll read because the information
Yeah.
I had in front of me, I was like, that doesn't say what the fuck we're going to be watching.
So is it like
Well, I'll read you the full thing. And this is a couple of paragraphs. Sorry in advance, listeners, but help us know if, you can learn with us. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
So, the working title of the film is simply Monster Jam,
Okay.
which is the name of an event. So, it's following in Apple's and Brad Pitt's F1 footsteps,
Okay.
where they've just named the movie Formula One or F1. The release date of Monster Jam is not yet known, but the project is currently in production. The Rock referenced his love of pickup trucks and motorsports as a catalyst for making this film. Earlier this year at Daytona, Johnson took in the excitement of NASCAR as the Grand Marshal for the Daytona
Okay.
500. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's-
This is not make. Okay, I think I can make a
Yeah,
couple
yeah.
of
Educated
assumptions.
guesses,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
Johnson announced the film by telling the audience, "Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take a look at our next big jam." Then pyrotechnics went off on stage, and the screen showed clips from the most recent Monster Jam season, which concluded their world finals on May 18.
And that's
Disney and Monster Jam connection
Okay.
isn't that much of a reach when you realize that Disney on Ice and Monster Jam are both owned by the same entertainment umbrella. Monster Jam released a statement on Saturday after Johnson's announcement, including the addition of the trademark tagline, "As big as it gets."
Okay.
Together, The Rock and Monster Jam are truly as big as it gets.
Okay.
We're thrilled to collaborate with...
Okay. Oh wait, this is animated, isn't it?
no, it's live action, but what the... It's
Well,
it's
I
not a
think it's-
documentary.
Yeah, no. It's like Le Mans or Ford v Ferrari, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like a
Guess so,
sports
yeah.
kind of film.
Like a fictional.
Yeah. So it's like it just confused me because we were doing the animated section. This should not be in the animated section, right?
Yeah.
This is now on you. So this is like, cause like an animated thing. I'm like, oh, that makes sense because it's like
It's like a kid's-
it's monster trucks.
yeah.
It's like monsters in
Why
trucks.
do I have
No.
this in animated?
This is either a biopic,
Yeah.
or like as in,
Or just
you know,
like a fictional story about somebody coming up in the monster
So it's like,
jam.
okay,
yeah.
cool. This is like a thing that is a sport that we don't really know of, and then
Yeah.
it's like, okay, cool. It's like, you know, all those. It's a sports film, but it's like about a sport that maybe not many people know
Yeah.
about. You know, this is like what's it? Something Nights, whatever it is.
Talladega Nights.
That's the one.
Yeah.
But like not as maybe funny.
yeah.
Why did I have that in animated?
We don't know.
I don't
dude.
know, dude.
I don't know either.
The human mind is a true mystery. What's next?
Now I'm scared of everything else that's on the list. No, the rest is all animated, definitely.
Okay.
Except for actually the last one, which is off for debate.
Okay.
Anyway, the next thing, and this is probably the biggest, oh shit, we had success, but we didn't expect success announcement.
Yeah.
Where they announced the Pixar television series, Dream Productions, which is an Inside Out spin-off set in between Inside Out 1 and 2. And the show will explore the creations of dreams and how they can impact our waking lives.
Okay, yeah, this is very much a like, holy shit, what do we do with our Inside Out property?
Let's announce a TV series.
Yeah. That's really not what I would have done. Like, I feel like if you're doing an Inside Out TV show, you can just do a slice of life show.
Yeah, just show Riley still at school and
Or
dealing
even,
with
it doesn't
shit.
even, you can have every episode be a different
person
experiencing a different life event,
Well,
and then
because,
jump
like-
into the brains and show what's going on in there.
I guess you have
Yeah.
to keep Riley just because she's just as much as a character as the emotions.
That's true.
are.
That's true.
You do, but you also don't have to
Just-
because they've also gone into other people's heads
Yeah.
when they
Yeah.
do it and they show. So this could have really easily been a that monster of the week type thing. Where
Monster
it's a-
Jam.
where it's a
Monster
new.
Jam.
Animated.
Yeah. Where it's like just a new person. Doesn't matter. Not
Yeah,
connected.
yeah.
Well, no,
Whereas,
because it's a kid's show. So the easiest way to do it is just be like, Riley's going, this is just fucking
Riley's
Riley at
asleep.
school.
Deal with it.
Well, because the alternative is weird too, where they're like, "This is what Riley's dreams are,"
Which is, I think,
is
what
what it
this is
is.
going to be.
yeah. That seems so much stranger.
And to do it like between films is also why. Like,
Yeah.
why do that?
Who's this for? Kids don't care when the fuck you stats shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
for losers.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess a movie doesn't make $1.6 billion
Yeah,
if it's just aimed at just children.
yeah.
Yeah. Like again,
Well, I mean,
you guys haven't seen Inside Out.
No.
I did. I quite liked it. There was some like little bit of things I'm like, I wouldn't have done it that way, but
Yeah.
whatever, it's fine. Having it in between is strange because the new emotions aren't there yet, and it's kind of like that was
Yeah.
a big kind of growth thing. So it's like, why even have? And if the dreams aren't really connected at all to like what is going on, then
But they do affect waking life, as it says in this.
Yeah.
So then, what?
Well, yeah, maybe they might do a thing where they're like, it's a bunch of, she's got those little fucking goobers in her head.
Yeah,
It's like those guys and what they get up to. Look, very much not aimed at us.
Yeah,
I
that's
think the specifically saying where it fits on the Inside Out timeline is what's aimed at a certain kind of guy. But the show itself is just aimed at kids, and I'm sure they'll love it.
That'll be good. That'll be explained. I mean, again, Inside Out, like the first, like it's a very good film for especially like young kids and parents, that kind of stuff, and it makes kids understand empathy. It makes kids understand like, oh, you go, I'm angry. Oh, when I do this, and then you get, oh, that's like when I. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really nice, really cool. So maybe this will be a nice thing that you can watch.
So yeah, that was an announcement that they kind of just like snuck in there because that's going to be the second ever Pixar TV series. Because the first ever Pixar TV series, they also announced in the same block, which they attached the Dream Productions announcement onto, and that is Win or Lose, which is the first ever Pixar series, and it's a sports series.
Cool. I think it looks heaps of fun.
Yeah, it looks
looks
nice.
cute.
Like an underdog kind of situation. It's like
just-
a scrappy team, and they got to do good.
Yeah.
And if they don't do good, don't worry about it because you learn a lesson.
I really like how stylized everything is. I really like the designs of all the characters. I think it's going to be cute and fun.
Yeah.
Will Forte's doing one of the voices.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, Will Forte's the coach, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it looks. I think it looks great.
looks fun.
I think it's going to be very good. I think people are going to agree. Hey, this is a fun slice of life with some kind of wackier bits, but like overall, a really enjoyable series.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah, the first episode is called Vanessa the Cool Mom, and that debuts on the 6th of December, 2024. That's fucking this year.
That's crazy, baby.
Shit, fuck my ass.
Yeah.
Serious right now?
Yeah, dude.
That's fucking crazy.
Dude, I am serious
That
right
is
now.
crazy.
I'm serious as
Yeah, that's
hell.
like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I'm
looks
looking
cute.
forward to that one.
Yeah, me
Good
too.
premise.
Yeah, like
Very
very just solid. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is a huge one, just to get the crowd hooting and hollering. Toy Story, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. Those movies already exist because we're making Toy Story 5. The director of Finding Nemo, Wall-E, and John Carter is coming to direct
Awesome.
Toy Story 5.
It's got the premise of toy meets tech, yeah?
Yeah.
That's something I read somewhere. Toy meets tech. I'm guessing video games?
no, they've
Someone
made video
get
games.
an iPad?
iPads?
It's probably
Kids?
iPad kids.
Yeah.
It comes out in 2026, June 19.
Yeah.
I didn't end up seeing Toy Story 4, so
It's good. It's a lot better than Lightyear, which is
Yeah,
a sack
which
of
is
big shit.
Pretty bad.
sure is.
Toy Story 4 felt, yeah, I quite like Toy Story. It wasn't amazing, but I liked it enough. Yeah. Look, do they have anything else that they need to say about these toys?
In August,
Probably not, but hey, here we are.
At least, Tim
was
Allen's
revealed.
getting paid.
That's what we want.
it was revealed that the plot would involve the toys fighting technology and would also involve an army of 50 Buzz Lightyear toys controlled by computers. That sounds bad.
That sounds
They've
really
slopped
bad.
up Toy Story.
But that's funny because wasn't that initially the premise of 3? Because 3 was meant to be the Toy Stories. That's what they're called.
Also, why is Woody back? He got given away at the end of 4. They keep...
What, did he?
He didn't get given away. He went off to live his own wild life. Remember
4?
He's like, I'm a free toy.
They got all given away at the end of 3.
Yeah,
all of them.
at the end of 4, Woody and Bo Peep.
They fuck off
They
from
fuck
everyone
off.
else.
They go off
Yeah.
and have a grand little
Woody's
toy
not back,
adventures.
or it's a new Woody.
Well, no, Woody's back
Alternate
in
reality.
5,
Yeah, AU Woody.
but it doesn't make sense.
They find him again. He's
They'll-
like,
they'll
yeah,
figure something. It'll be like, oh no, there's too many evil Buzz Lightyears, so we need to come out of retirement.
It's great that it's like the very first Toy Story was very much like, the old school toy is being threatened by the new school toy.
Extremely
it's like
simple
the whole
premise,
kind of like, technology and how like our taste, change.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
from a cowboy to a space boy. And that's like,
So 4 ends
and then
with...
5 has, hey, what about, you got cowboy, space boy, 50 space boys.
But I'm pretty sure the premise of 3 was initially going to be that Buzz Lightyear and all the buzzes that were made at the same time as him have like a
like
fault.
a kill ship?
Huh?
Like kill ship? Like
No.
the
Like,
Manchurian
what do you
candidate?
call it?
but-
Where there's like a factory recall on the Buzz Lightyears, and they go crazy, and so
Full
the
of
toys
lead.
have to go to Japan
okay.
to save the day or whatever. So I wonder if they're sort of taking some of the elements of that and using it for this movie. I mean, sure.
Hey, look, all the
Yeah.
Toy Story films, by and large, are pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
3 was really, really, really good.
I saw a tweet that after the announcement of Toy Story 5, someone was like, man, those toys should have really died in Toy Story 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, again, if you want to kind of do that, hey, we kind of like the idea of, like, a world where there's toys that are alive, and it's like, yeah, cool, it's maybe the whole thing about, you're giving some toys away to, like, how number 3 ended, and then it's like, okay, the 4th one, yes, we are following a new kid, but, like... she's maybe kept 1 or 2 of those toys, but the rest, they're
a
they're
brand
being
new
donated.
cast.
It's
Yeah,
a brand
yeah.
new cast and brand new toys. No toy lasts that long.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No
It's been a while.
toy.
That the little girl
come
that
on.
Andy gave Woody to is growing up, dude.
Yeah. Sid, he destroyed a lot of toys. A lot of kids did that. So
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, it's crazy that
Woody,
these
a toy
toys
from 1955 or whatever.
are surviving. So
I guess he got
but then
repaired
again,
into. Well, I mean, yeah, whatever. These are the iconic characters. I think it's funny to go back after the premise of like the sort of philosophical meat of Toy Story 4 was like Woody's self-actualizing. It's funny to go back on that.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't know what else they've got to say for Woody. But hey,
Maybe he'll be a bit character and will mostly not be about Woody.
exactly. Maybe it'll
He'll
be about,
it'll
be about Buzz,
it'll be
really.
about
If
the
all the
whole-
yeah. Yeah, well, look, I'll watch it. Pixar, look, they don't have the track record that they used to, but they
But-
still make like most of their movies are quite good. So
Yeah.
I think they've got enough goodwill that
Yeah, I just had a quick look for Toy Story 3, the original version. You're close, sort of.
yeah.
There was a recall for the Buzzes, so Buzz gets sent to Taiwan, and then all the other toys... They find out that it's not that there's evil Buzzes.
Okay.
It's that all the Buzzes have been recalled, so they're going to like pretty much remake them. And they're like, oh, our friend will die.
Yeah. That's very Toy Story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Pixar and how they never stop winning and how their track record is flawless, like you just said.
Yeah. Always about 100.
I think that those are my words.
Yeah, so like we've had a lot of sequels announced there, and then like Win or Lose, which is an original but TV series. And now we're onto another original film. This one stars John Hamm in an undisclosed role.
Okay.
The movie's called Hoppers, and it's about a human and a beaver who exchange brains. And it keeps in the spirit of Pixar getting into the sensitive sides of both.
Wow.
Thank you, IGN, for that write-up.
Okay.
Well, we're talking, last episode we talked about a Freaky Friday.
yeah, that's a freaky
That's
Friday.
a Freaky Friday. Oh no, I'm a beaver brain.
Maybe the freakiest Friday isn't the situation Jackson pitched of Jamie Lee Curtis dying and then swapping brains with her daughter.
Maybe the
definitely.
freakiest Friday is you become a woodland critter.
Yeah, and the woodland critter become you and
you
start
think-
snoring on the drywall.
Do you think John Hamm's gonna learn the lesson of like logging is wrong, and then the beaver's gonna learn the lesson of like guys need houses?
Ham's
Yeah.
the beaver.
Oh yeah, of course.
Come on. Now.
Yeah. Do you think they'll
Yeah.
make a beaver joke in there, like a pussy joke?
No.
Not at all.
Not even close.
No, they're not DreamWorks, dude.
I think there's going to be a beaver
You
joke.
think there's going to be a pussy joke in a Pixar movie?
Yeah.
Nah.
Subtle, but it will be there.
A subtle pussy
or,
joke.
like
Give
what?
me an example of a subtle pussy joke. When
dude,
you're talking to a beaver.
No, good. Dude, that's a wet beaver. That's a sopping beaver.
It's not quite subtle.
They're not going to say sopping
sopping-
beaver.
It's a sopping,
Drippy,
drippy,
juicy beaver.
Dude, I want to finger that beaver.
Look at that soppy beaver right there, all
Yeah.
splashing about. That,
I
oh my
think
god,
that-
look at that beaver just squirt water out of its mouth.
We will get a lady scientist saying, "My beaver," as the beaver escapes.
Is that a pussy reference?
Yeah, because it's like her beaver.
I think you're just taking it. That's like maybe like, yeah. There's going to be a pussy reference
In
because
a
it's going
movie
to say.
where there was a runaway chicken and a guy said, "My cock."
Yeah.
But that's way different.
No. It's the same. Beaver, cock,
But
both
beavers-
vying for genitals.
Yeah, but cock is more of a stretch to call it. Like,
Or a
You-
rooster.
yeah,
My
but
cock.
if he said my rooster, I wouldn't be like, that's a dick joke.
No, of course, because nobody calls a penis a rooster.
Yes, but a beaver's just the name of a beaver, where a cock is like you've got to jump through a
Yeah, that's
hoop.
why it's a subtle reference.
But it's a
to the
saying
human
my
pussy.
beaver isn't a reference.
Well, because you're saying my beaver, and
No,
you
I
in your
get
head
it.
you're like, oh,
My beaver.
Because you wouldn't say my beaver if it's running away if you're a scientist.
So get that beaver.
You say get the beaver.
Get my beaver?
Get my beaver. It's not her beaver. It
Finger that
belongs to the
beaver. It's my
lab.
beaver.
Someone
Where?
eat out that beaver.
Yeah, I don't know. So there's been some like I guess it's
Okay.
There's been a lot of like logging happening, but not by us, by like a woodland
Yeah.
creature. We need to really finger that beaver for the crime. I reckon of
Yeah.
Here's my
property
prediction now.
Okay.
Hoppers will feature someone be like, "You're a funny little beaver," and Jackson will be like, "See, yes, pussy reference," and we'll be like,
And I'll put on a hat that says pussy reference that I kept for this occasion.
and we'll
it'll
be
be,
like,
"Oh,
"How
no,
is that
no,
a
no."
pussy reference? Or were you just thinking about pussy because they said
Or-
beaver and you think that's a
What
funny
about
reference?"
it's like they go on like a buzzsaw or whatever, and they get the beaver gets a bit of a haircut.
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, that was a close shave.
No, that's,
no-
Would you accept
that's
that?
not as much of a reference as my beaver.
I would say that my beaver is a.
What if they said they shaved the beaver?
Yeah.
If they say that's one shaved beaver or one smooth beaver,
Someone shaved the beaver.
I would. That's closer.
If the beaver gets shaved, that's a fucking pussy reference. I'll kill you.
But a close shave isn't.
No, because it's. I mean, because you can just say that could happen in a kid's movie.
Yeah.
The whole beaver gets shaved and somebody says they shaved the beaver.
Yeah, I know, that's very obvious. So a way to get around it, if it's a close shave, someone's like, oh, it's a close shave. I.e., that's the reference
I
there
think-
because you as an adult understand it, but the kid's like, that was very close, yes. They
Yeah.
didn't cut the beaver,
Well,
yes, I
yeah, maybe if
understand."
they say it's a
That's
close
why I'm
shave, it's
saying,
also a pussy reference.
Neither are
I'm
pussy
so
references.
mad at him, but for different reasons you are.
My thing is that they're not going to make a pussy joke.
I don't think they would either.
You're just going to take a win as a pussy reference, and we're going to be like, no, it's not.
I'm
And then
sitting
some
there
of
with
the,
two sparklers. pussy reference hat.
my name's John Beaver, and you'll be like, pussy reference!
Pussy reference.
Because people with pussies sometimes name their pussy, and it's not out of the realm of possibility for that pussy to be named
See?
John Beaver.
And I'll
Pussy
stand up
reference.
and like, put my arms out like this and the whole cinema will clap.
What about
Someone's going to
yeah.
punch you in the stomach.
Yeah, it's like, hey, what's that pussy been? No, wait, what's that beaver been eating?
What's that pussy?
What's that pussy been eating? No, that's too old.
My
That's-
pussy.
My pussy. Damn,
Damn,
someone
someone-
shaved that pussy.
If she says my pussy when the beaver's running away, I will say, yes, that is a pussy reference. Saying, my beaver! That's nothing.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
What if
see.
they're like, oh no, someone.
No, we'll
what about
see.
like, oh, someone get my beaver, and then a cat runs across on screen.
Okay.
Would that count?
Sort of oblique, but yes. Anyway, what's next?
Alio.
Oh yeah,
This is the trailer that we keep seeing, but have.
that's all right.
It looks fun. It looks cute, but like I've just not. It feels like the trailer came out and then no hype, nothing.
Well, it comes out on
Yeah.
June 13, which is still quite a while away.
Yeah.
Feels like it's been coming out for 100
Yes,
years.
it's one of those movies that
I
just.
guess they focused all their attention on Hopper
Yeah.
and how many secret pussy references they can
Yeah,
put in.
dude.
That's what
It's
they're
like
thinking.
a mile a minute, yeah. It's like, oh my god, it's kind of like you would not believe the amount of pussy jokes we have in Hopper.
They had a
It's
whole
like,
separate writing team
Yeah,
just
yeah,
for the
yeah,
pussy
yeah, yeah,
jokes.
I hope
It's
they
like-
don't even really say beaver in the movie so that then you just have to sit there and be like, no, they didn't do it.
scrunching up your hat, just throwing it
God
down,
damn it.
stamping on it like an old
Stamping
timey
on my lighters. Oh, man.
Why am I even here seeing the
Fooey.
feature-length film Hoppers if they're not going to make a pussy reference.
What is even this? Hopper. It's not even like you hop the pussy.
Not
I
even
understand
anything,
it.
guys. This sucks.
What is this?
You'll
Hop?
be like,
you don't even
shut up,
get
we're
it.
watching a movie.
This movie's actually pretty good.
It's about being good. Yeah, I know.
It's Freaky Friday. You should love this.
Yeah, dude.
Are we just watching Freaky Friday?
No, Hoppers is basically
I know,
Freaky
I know,
Friday.
I know.
What
A
is
human and a beaver swap place.
That's a
Is the
Freaky
beaver
Friday.
going to be like the anthropomorphic kind of beaver, or is it just going to be like
think
a
I've seen
beaver?
a
where
bit
it's
of-
like, "Bah,
Oh, good question.
starts snoring on things.
Like,
No,
yeah, I don't know. The beaver looks
the beaver's like
anthropomorphic.
full on a
No, but I
guy.
see what Zamet's asking is
when like
that
whoever
might-
is the human gets
Yeah.
the beaver brain, are they just going to be like, "Bah,"
I think they will. Or, I don't know.
and just start damming up the house?
I will say that the promo image does feature a lady scientist reaching for the beaver, and like maybe that scene is where she says, "My beaver," which I again will say, not a pussy reference.
What about
She just wants someone to grab that beaver.
Yeah. Yeah.
If the Weekly Planet signed off with "grab that beaver," would you say pussy reference?
I would.
What if they had a pet beaver?
I would say you can't have that in Australia, James. That's a crime.
They'd be like,
Okay.
"Yeah, but my studio
I'm
needs
calling the
damming."
police on you.
No,
But they-
Jack, you gotta understand. I
okay.
need my studio
Could
to get a
they-
dam built.
In
Grab that
terms-
beaver.
Like or like again in a term of maybe like a reference to like say Trump and that like
Yeah.
grab him by the beaver.
Grab him by the beaver. That's a reference. Yes.
Like
That would be a crazy.
I
thing.
like it. Yeah, I agree.
That would be so crazy that I'd probably have to go home.
But he's saying, hey, get my beaver. You're talking about grab that beaver. I'm like, it's not that hard to leap there.
Yeah.
Very strange to put that in Hopper.
I think it'd be weird to have a Trump reference without the pussy reference. If Trump was in a Pixar movie, I would be like, what?
I would not
How
a Trump,
come
not a Trump
this is
reference.
happening?
It's just like, grab him by the beaver.
Grab him by the beaver is a Trump reference.
Yeah, I know.
And a pussy reference.
My pussy is my pussy. My beaver's not a pussy reference. If she says my pussy, yeah, that's a pussy reference.
Well, we'll see what she says on the night.
Yeah. But yeah, like, I don't know, like a neglected beaver. I don't know, something there. Not paying attention to my beaver enough.
That
Nobody's
again-
touching the
again.
clitoris on my beaver. Men can't find the clitoris on this beaver.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be a scene. The scientists like doing like a physical, and they're like, "Where's the clitoris on this beaver?"
I'm like, this beaver and this man have swapped brains, and I can't even get a man to fuck my beaver.
Look at my man who fucked my beaver for once.
Perfect. Yeah, what do you want of it?
Yeah.
Pixar film? TV
It's a
such a film.
crazy movie.
Yeah. Man, they just stick a pin there.
Yeah, dude. My God.
Brother, they're making Incredibles 3.
Yeah.
Brad Bird is back. Tomorrowland and Incredibles 1 and 2's very own.
I thought they
What?
didn't he do bad things.
I think you're thinking of John Lasseter.
You're thinking of John Lasseter.
John Lasseter.
Toy Story 1 and 2's very own, but he's
Yeah.
verified. He's gone on to make...
He's making a new movie though, isn't he? About
Yeah.
a little girl and some dragons.
Yeah, he got hired by a different studio after he was fired. He now works for
Okay. But he did bad.
Skydance
Yeah.
Animation.
Well, yeah. Incredibles 3. I mean,
Okay.
Incredibles 2 was sort of fine. I didn't really like gel with it that much, but
I haven't.
the Incredibles movies
Yeah.
are like really beloved by some people are like, that's one of the best Pixar movies of all time, but I've never really liked them that much.
Okay.
From
I
a
like
just
the
entirely
first one.
personal perspective.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never saw the second one. Do they jump in age in like the second one?
No, so the second one takes place pretty soon
It's the
after
same
the
week,
first.
basically.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And the premise is that Elastigirl's been hired by this new superhero team.
Okay.
And she's going off and doing superhero shit.
Oh, cool.
Whilst Mr. Incredible's home with the kids, and he doesn't know because they're very, 50s sort of. He doesn't know how to be with the kids. What the fuck? There's new math or whatever.
Okay.
Um,
Well, hope maybe this one is more of a focus on the kids then.
maybe.
If
Yeah.
it's going to be like, the first one was kind of a bit more about, the dad took center
Yeah,
stage,
yeah,
the
true,
mum
true.
took center stage to the second. Maybe this one's like, a bit more focused on the kids and like
Yeah.
they're growing up.
Could
And
be.
like, if it's Jack, he's the youngest one.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Like if he's a bit older, and the other ones are like, they're getting
Yeah.
out of school or they're whatever it is.
I think it'll be
maybe
set the
they're-
week after Incredibles 2.
Yeah, yeah.
And the kids will still be kids.
Because I was like, what if it's set
Dude, they're not
quite-
going to age up those kids.
quite a bit further, and it's about like them joining a superhero, or
I
maybe
sort
the
of-
kids having a superhero team. But again, might be set the week after.
Who plays
So
Bob
knows?
Parr?
Incredibles
What?
2 did this weird thing where the premise was kind of the bad guy. They were like, people. It was kind of a weird indictment against superhero movies in a very weird way that didn't kind of work. But I wonder if Incredibles 3 will try it, because in between Incredibles 2 and Incredibles 3, superhero movies have exploded or whatever. So I wonder if they'll make a kind of weird comment on that.
Oh, they'll be like, actually, it's great to be a superhero and work together in a team, and we're not just making Watchmen again, which is what the first Incredibles sort of is.
Yeah. Incredibles 2 is sort of like the Tomorrowland movie in a weird way as well, where they're like, too many superhero movies whilst being a superhero movie, which is a strange position to take.
Hey, that's fair enough. You can criticize the thing you're making.
Yeah, podcasts?
Yeah.
All bad.
No, good, stinky.
Yeah.
November 26th, 20...
Was that your alarm?
It was my alarm. It
For
said
4 p.m.?
It said, you want to know what it was for?
Yeah, I'd love to know what your
Okay,
4 p.m. alarm is for.
Wake up.
You tell me what this means.
How many alarms do you have?
What does this mean?
Liger foods.
What am I trying to wake up? What am I trying to be alerted?
Lighr space PHOOS.
Layer food.
Levers.
I like your next alarm.
Go to work
At 5:30 p.m.
Very mysterious, dude. I got also call gas people, bookshelf,
your alarm.
clean crisper.
Okay. Your 8 a.m. alarm is spaghetti. Where you go? 8 a.m. is spaghetti.
Yeah.
What do you got next? You
8
got
a.m. is spaghetti, 8:10 is clean crisper.
okay. 8:20
8:20 is bookshelf, and 8:30 is a birthday. Yeah.
spaghetti at 8.
Yeah, spaghetti at 8 a.m.,
8 a.m.
dude.
spaghetti.
Yeah, he's got to make sure that he wakes up and spaghetti. Oh, sorry, it's spaghetti. It's spaghetti time.
Spaghetti.
I was having a beautiful,
Oh no, I slept through spaghetti.
beautiful dream.
I've woken up just in time for bookshelf, though.
I don't give myself much time between spaghetti and bookshelf.
10 minutes.
10 minutes to finish spaghetti. And then clean crisper. 10 minutes
Yeah.
to do bookshelf.
Yeah.
Then I gotta clean
Yeah.
the crisper.
Okay, Google, set alarm 8 a.m. for spaghetti. Thank you.
Dude.
So,
stuff.
as I was saying before, that alarm for
Leo Foos.
Leo
What does it
Foos.
mean? I genuinely don't know.
Yeah, no one knows.
I'm assuming light photos, but I don't know what,
What
that
does
means
that
either.
How do you type that bad?
I don't know.
None of the other things were
Are you
misspelled.
getting faux?
No.
No, okay.
No, I'm assuming it's light photos.
What does that mean?
What does light
I don't know,
photos
but
mean? What do you
if
mean?
you put a T in foos, it becomes photos, and maybe I got the R and the T mixed up.
Because it's
What does light photos mean, though?
like photos? Is there like did someone post something that you got to like online? You're like,
light.
yeah.
Like a light.
That-
Photos.
Yeah, I get that. I understand that. I was thinking maybe that can't make sense. You can't be light photos because like a light doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, maybe it's
What
like
el-
photos.
What else could it be?
Yeah.
No, you don't
That's
spell
what-
like Lighk.
Well, maybe, there's a K there.
No, it's Lighr. What other word has that except light?
I think it was just nonsense from your pocket. And you,
Which is why I was thinking it's like a photo, as in if like something's happened and you know that okay they're going to post online like an Instagram thing. I got to
gotta
like
like
that.
the photo.
And making sure I remember to do that, like a fan member doing something,
Yeah,
and
I
always
don't
on my
know.
ass about like
it's
you don't
definitely
engage
not
me, blah,
light
blah, blah.
photo, though.
Light photo makes no sense.
Those aren't words that go together.
Yeah, but what else is spelled Ligh?
Nothing is spelled like that. This is your
What?
meaty, this is your
Well,
meaty
okay.
paw being like blah, 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 blah. And why an alarm for it? Well, why an 8 a.m. alarm for
For
spaghetti?
spaghetti.
I don't know.
Who can say?
I don't understand. It's not wake up. I expected to wake up. No, I was wrong.
I got
Yeah.
I got 8 a.m. spaghetti and 4 p.m. go to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nearly time. Oh, I've slept through. Okay,
So, yeah,
what's next?
November 26, 2025. I've just written The Guys Are Back. Zootopia 2.
Yay.
Yes.
Yay. All right.
The things we know about this movie from the trailer that was shown, that they will go to the marsh area of Zootopia. They are looking for a snake. You can see that in the 2. The 2 in Zootopia 2 is
some kind of
It is
reptilian.
stylized to look like a snake.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know what this movie could be about. The first one was a pretty good, if slightly clumsy, metaphor for like discrimination. Maybe they'll be like the reptiles are discriminated against, and we got to figure that shit out.
Yeah. Cultural differences between, because like, you know, the reptiles, because it's like, oh yeah, you know, they didn't like evolve with their cold mammalian brain or whatever. And like a snake can't, I mean, they do eat, I guess, fish in this.
Yeah.
What do carnivores?
Fish. I think they
It's all fish, right?
Yeah, it's only fish.
I guess that's...
The
never
bad
thought
guy
about
is
a-
Gary the snake, if
Yeah.
that helps.
Yeah, I've never thought about a snake eating a fish, but why not?
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, right.
I think I've seen an anaconda eat a real big fish.
Yeah.
Whoa. Wrong band.
That's right.
Also, I
Yeah.
see this pop up on the fucking internet, I reckon, once every 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey, have you seen that Disney Plus, they've retitled Zootopia? Zootopia's got a new name.
What has it got?
Zootropolis. Wrong, actually. That was a different name in different regions.
Oh, okay.
It's still called Zootopia
It's also...
Yeah.
or Zootropolis or Zoomania, apparently.
We all
Okay.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zootropolis, I'm pretty sure, is in parts of Europe. Zoomania, I think, is in different parts of Europe, and Zootopia is everywhere else.
Okay.
Do you reckon we're going to get like a news thing where it's depending where you are, you'll get that?
I
Oh, I
reckon.
forgot about that.
Surely.
Who did we get again?
We got a koala.
Yeah.
But who was the voice?
I don't know.
Was it Koshi?
Kashi. Yeah, it's probably Kashi, dude.
It wouldn't have been Koshi.
Why not?
Everyone hates Koshi.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
hate
yeah.
Koshi.
Yeah, I know.
Fair. It's
Fuck.
a cash cow or whatever.
Fuck. Well, if it was the cash cow, I wouldn't be too upset.
That would be a good reference because it's a cow.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think so. It was just a koala.
Yeah, I think it was.
Was it
It
someone
was-
from Sydney?
David Campbell, son of Jimmy Barnes.
Oh, cool.
But also one of the Today program hosts, Breakfast. You know
Yeah,
David Campbell. David Campbell. That's a
I don't.
shockingly good photo of him. He doesn't look that good usually.
Huh. I didn't realize he was a son of Jimmy Barnes.
Yeah, I
you
think
go.
it was like, this guy.
No, I don't.
Show me.
This guy.
That guy.
I don't know that guy.
He was
Sorry,
on.
dude.
I feel like he got his start on like Dancing with the Stars or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's not,
look at us. Dude.
Yeah, look
Are
at
we-
me. Why
yeah.
would I know that?
I don't know.
You're talking about it.
Do you think we watch Dance with the Stars? I think. Look, I hate to say this, but you do have watching Dance with the Stars energy. I don't know
I
why.
can see it.
But yeah,
Like you decide you needed to keep up to date with it for some reason.
No, that would be more like
Masked Singer for him.
Yeah. Well, Masked Singer is funny. So,
yeah.
Yeah, see, like you have Masked Singer energy.
Yeah, because Kermit the Frog was on there, and that guy's a baller.
I was hoping I was wrong, but he was on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, you
That
just-
is
you-
energy.
Yeah. That is energy you possess. Is that what you're gonna go with?
I was gonna say that is
Was that
energy.
a pussy reference?
Was it a pussy
I was gonna say that's energy that's in your brain. So I don't know
Yeah.
what I was saying, dude.
Yeah, who knows?
I wish you hadn't turned on me like that. What's next?
Frozen 3, which I've just got 2027, we will be dead. Who cares? Why are we announcing stuff in 2027?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, good point.
Do we
Why?
think Frozen 3 will have the same problem Frozen 2 did, where up until like months before it was released, they didn't know what it was about? Have you ever seen the behind the scenes doco of making Frozen 2? They have all the scenes, and they're like, we don't know what this movie's about.
I don't think they'll fuck that up that bad again. But was it the what was the short?
It's crazy. It's because they were like, "Fuck, Frozen was this runaway success."
Yeah.
So Jenny Nicholson does a great video on it, where they were like, "We've got to make a movie," and that's why it feels like so disjointed. Is because they had a bunch of scenes that corporate or whatever was like, "You got to put these scenes in the
include these
movie,"
scenes.
and then they were like, "Now from these
Okay.
scenes, what the fuck's our movie about?"
And that was close to release.
Very close to release, and that's the behind the scenes documentary about Frozen 2 that was on the special features of the DVD or whatever. It's meant to just be like oh hey, this is how we made the movie, but you watch it and it's got real behind the scenes of episode 1 energy, where everybody's like, we don't know what we're making, man.
Yeah, the reason why this doesn't work is because.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah. Exactly.
Cool.
So
I mean, the Frozen thing that I'm most fascinated with is do you know the story of Olaf's Frozen Adventure?
No.
no.
Okay, so it's a short.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
classic Pixar thing, making a short. Except this one goes for 21 minutes.
Yeah.
That's
And it
not
was
that
attached to Coco.
Okay.
So you get 21 minutes of Frozen before
Yeah.
Coco. 21 minutes for a kid is an eternity.
Yeah.
Also, the whole thing is sung. and apparently it sucks. So
that's
it was
awesome.
negatively impacting Coco's performance because the short was so bad. So they had to re-release Coco without the short.
Good.
That's so funny, dude. Yeah, hopefully they've learned from their mistakes and they'll. I think the thing with Frozen 2 is that they actually didn't have anything else to say about.
There was 8 songs.
That's like the same amount of songs
short.
that are in like one of the full-length movies. That's funny.
They fucked that so hard. Also, 20 minutes is so long.
Yeah.
Coco would be like 100.
Yeah. Kids would be screaming.
Do you reckon they'll
getting a kid to sit down for that long?
No, thank you.
Do you think Frozen 3 will have as iconic a song as Frozen 1? Because that's another thing I think they tried to do for Frozen 2 with...
Frozen 2 has that song. What's it called?
She's looking outside. I can hear you, but I can't. Whatever she's saying. No,
That Frozen 2?
I can hear you.
Do you want to build a
but I
snowman?
don't. I can't. Something in the wilderness.
Do you know what's funny? I'm pretty sure the song you're thinking of is Out of the Woods.
No. It's like about mysteries.
Lost in the Woods.
Maybe.
Into the Unknown.
Into the unknown. Into the unknown. That's how it goes.
Okay.
And it's funny because Lost in the Woods is also a song.
Okay.
On it. So the fact you said wilderness, I was like,
Fair enough.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Best of luck to them. 2027. Just focus on the shit
Yeah.
you're already making that, is on the horizon and not one that's on like 4 horizons from now.
But 2020 for animation. I mean, that's like next year basically for them.
Yeah.
Really, 20% for animation is like
But
tomorrow.
this is
'cause
the
it's like a lot of
This isn't like, remember,
But
this
yeah,
isn't an investor call.
Yeah,
right.
but they say this, and then at the next one they can show some
they
fucking
didn't-
concept art,
yeah.
and then at the next one they can show a teaser.
They didn't,
and
they
then at
didn't
the
give
next one
like
they can
any
show a trailer.
information. They're just like, hey, yeah,
It
we're
coming.
doing this.
Yeah.
They might have given information. Like I said, I just wrote down.
I
We
don't
Will
think
Be
that
Dead.
was.
Yeah, well, we will be dead.
Yeah, we'll go see it, baby. Into the unknown. That's what she sings because she keeps hearing a voice.
Yeah, where am I going?
No, so she keeps hearing the premise of Frozen 2 is that Elsa. Frozen.
Tell me how they figured this one out.
So Elsa,
Elsa Frozen.
Elsa Frozen.
Yeah.
She's the queen.
Yep.
Of
Frozen.
of wherever they live. Yeah. But she keeps hearing this voice
Oh no!
that's saying like,
Into the
this voice goes, and she's like, who's that? What the fuck? And then she goes off into the woods.
into the wilderness or whatever.
No, sorry.
the unknown?
Then
No, into the
then a bunch of elemental spirits come for their kingdom, and they make it frozen.
Yeah.
And like no fire and maybe rocks fall on them. And they're like, this is coming from the forbidden woods. We
Yeah.
gotta go there. So Elsa, Olaf, Guy, and that's it. Horse, elk.
Yep.
They go off to the woods and they find a little chameleon guy.
Yep.
And he's the elemental spirit of fire. And they say, Elsa, you're also, we reckon, an elemental spirit. And in the woods, they find there's 2 tribes. One is made of former gods from the kingdom they're from.
Yep.
And one is the native people of the forest.
Yep.
And they hang out with them for a bit. And Elsa keeps getting called to come to, she keeps getting this call. Oh, come away, come away, come away. They meet the elemental spirits of rocks, which are like 8 giants,
Yeah.
and the elemental spirit of air, which is the wind.
Okay, so rocks, wind, that's cool. All right, yeah, I'm there.
Anyway, then
Are you leading us up to the song, or are you leading us up to
I'm just
the
telling you the
entire
plot.
plot of the film? Because I'm pretty sure this started with you leading to the song.
I thought Dan wanted to know what happened in Frozen 2.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, then Elsa
what I
goes and
want.
finds out that she's the
I'm
elemental
honestly,
spirit
to
of
be
ice.
honest, like he started talking like the top thinking of is like I for some reason I have a very strong craving to have fruitcake. I don't know why.
Hey,
But that would be nice.
I'll stop because it's not worth me explaining it.
Also, because there's a really easy way to explain it. Elsa wants to get to the bottom of her powers,
Yeah.
and then she finds out she's one of the big elementals.
Yeah, pretty
Olaf
much.
and Anna both die, or is it Olaf and Elsa
one
both
dies.
die? No, they die for a bit.
No.
They get better.
Olaf definitely dies for a bit.
Then he gets better.
He gets better, but he's dead for like
melts?
20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, he does, and it's fucking awesome.
I
Yeah, see?
love when he dies.
Yeah, it was good.
Bliss. All right, well,
What's next? What's next?
And then finally, to bring us home, the last thing announced, unless
Okay.
I've forgotten anything else,
Yeah.
I don't think you have.
Mufasa, the Lion King.
Oh, you know, we talked about that, say, Snow White.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looked pretty bad. This one also, wow, disgusting.
Yeah, gross.
Made me want to vomit.
Gross.
The weird thing about this, the thing that caught my eye with this trailer is the inside of the lion's ears look like a pre-rendered wall from a PS2 video game.
Yeah.
Their ears look flat and weird, and like it's a flat texture. Not the actual whole ear, just the inside.
Just the
bit.
inside of it looks
It's
very strange.
weird.
Yeah.
I guess it's not surprising that this movie would come out because The Lion King did so well.
Yeah.
Best animated movie.
So, like, of course, they're going to try and do a follow-up. And I suppose instead of doing
Who's directing?
The Lion King 2, Scar's kid, and then The Lion King 3, This Is What Happened to Timon and Pumbaa, they're like, well, I guess we'll do a prequel about Mufasa.
I know, yes.
I think the plot is that Mufasa is adopted into the tribe by Scar, who saves him from a river.
Is he still called Scar, or does he just get a Scar?
I think
then
when
we
he gets
call
the
him
Scar, they'll
Then
call
we
him Scar.
Scar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, it just looks strange. It's weird to say that, like...
His name's Taka in the film.
There you go. It just looks strange when like the little lions are talking, it doesn't quite lip sync up, which is very strange to notice. And to also, I guess, critique, because like, they don't have human lips.
Yeah.
So how do they do what they do? But they tried, and it looks bad.
Yeah, it looks
The
real
movie
gross.
shows the early days of a friendship between Mufasa and Scar, who was then known as Taka. As Rafiki recounts the early days of the future king, we hear new music arranged by Hamilton creator Lin-Manuel Miranda. If you're
He's
wondering
back,
why he's
baby.
not on Moana 2, it's because he's doing Mufasa 2.
That's good.
Which is directed by Barry Jenkins. Why are we killing this man's career? If you're wondering what Barry Jenkins directed, you're like, oh, that name sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't watch like heaps of movies, or like, I don't pay that much attention to directors. That's the director of Moonlight.
Yeah, that is strange.
Well, I mean, now he's going to
And,
make the one of the more
He's going to
successful
get the
animated,
bag, I suppose.
films of all time. So good for him.
I really don't understand.
Yeah.
Like I do, like I get it from like a cynical, I guess, sort of like reason where it's like, oh well, we have the technology. To a certain kind of person, maybe being like, oh, it's live action, makes it feel more legitimate or something. Like that's why we make live action remakes or whatever. But like it's so much it's so obviously worse. You know what I mean? Like visually, it's so obviously worse that I can't really understand. Hey, if you're listening, because surely statistically one of you will prefer this, jump in the Discord and tell me why. Because from a purely scientific, like I just can't really comprehend why somebody would prefer this.
I think it's because animation's for babies and kids.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, where I guess it makes it feel more legitimate.
Yeah.
But then when you watch it and it's like got none of the sauce, like what?
No, but animated movies have none of the sauce. They're sauceless. There's no juice. Well, live action, that's cool. Computers. Made for adults. Me, grown up.
Maybe I don't know what sauce is, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't understand
Isn't
sauce.
it like you with say a Lion King, it on cinema, you take your kid to see it, and then because you're like, I remember watching that as a kid and I enjoyed it, and now I take my kids to that, and like, because they're not releasing, say, Lion King again in the cinema, they're releasing this one in cinema,
Yeah.
so we'll go watch that one anyway.
Yeah, I guess it's,
Yeah.
it's
Maybe why-
pretty much just the same fucking logic as like a remake of anything, really.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, let's get that bag again.
And isn't it with rights as well, like with Disney? Like
I've
they
heard
kind
that
of wanna
yeah.
Reset, make sure that they, still
They
have
keep it
that
within
property.
copyright, basically.
Yeah. But Disney love to change the rules of copyright anyway.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
specifically there, because it's very easy to do some things, but
Yeah.
they're like live action, because I forget what it is, but there's some reason why it's beneficial for them to remake
Yeah.
their movies once every, like, that's why we're getting so many in a row. is 'cause
Yeah.
they-
Yeah.
But I guess that you're right. I guess it's like you got kids. You're like, I gotta fucking take them to somewhere so that I can get a moment of peace and quiet.
Yeah.
And
You look at what's playing at the cinema. You're like, I don't know what Elio is. I don't remember The Incredibles.
I know exactly what Lion King is.
Yeah, Lion King.
And
I'll
it
take
might
him
be
to
a
Lion
thing
King.
as well. Like, okay, we could re-release like a remaster or whatever up to, it looks sharper or whatever, like a Lion King, right? But then you're like, maybe they got to pay royalties.
Yeah.
And they don't want to do that.
Absolutely.
So they're like, well,
Don't want to pay Elton John squat, dude.
No.
Yeah.
In fact, if we did, we'd have to pay him a lot more.
Yeah.
So weirdly, this, because we know that's going to cost, it'll cost this much money to make, and that will make us this much money. And there is no way that, it's going to, like, it balances out to be like, well, we're going to make heaps more by doing this as opposed to re-releasing it, because the deals we made back then even though they were probably still in our favor, they're not going to be as in our favor as they are now, where it's like, hey, you company that does CGI, you do that for $1.10?
Do it for a pittance.
Thank you, and goodbye. Oh, no, you have to close down again? Oh, it's
well, it's no skin off our neck.
Anyway, to the next one.
Yeah. Well, I think you're right.
I think maybe it's probably to do with a lot of like, okay, we're money for there and being like, okay, cool, that's going to cost that much, and also probably to do with rights, and also do with, hey, we're going to lose the license. So
what's we asked this last episode? Let's ask it again.
Oh yeah.
What's your most exciting news here and your least exciting news?
Ooh. Well, Hoppers is obviously everyone's most excited news.
Everybody's
clamoring for Hoppers.
I legitimately think that Hoppers is probably in the top 3 here.
Yeah, I reckon.
Win or lose, Hoppers.
Zootopia, I think.
No, I'm not excited for Zootopia.
I really like Zootopia. I did when it came out. It was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, you were fucking going crazy for Zootopia, actually. You were one of those guys that got that Zootopia. You know how there was guys that got Zootopia fever?
Yeah, Hammond had it.
I had it.
He was sick for days.
No, you didn't go down the path of being like, haha, I love Zootopia. It's so fun and refreshing. And that Judy Hopps, damn. You were just like, it's really good. This is really, I remember you.
Yeah, it was good.
Being real excited for it.
I think I started. When did it come out? Was there a dearth of just like was that the beginning of like slop films? And it was just like, oh, another one.
Well,
I don't remember enjoying it. Like I thought it was really good when I watched it the first time.
It's
but
2016.
I think something about seeing the little clip, the trailer that we saw, I was like, I don't know if this kind of movie is for me anymore necessarily. But I don't think it's going to be bad. I think I'm just going to. I don't know. It's something about it. I was like, yeah, I guess. Yeah. I think, win or lose looks really cute.
I'm going to go in. Did you say Monsters Inc?
Monsters Jam or whatever?
Monster Jam.
The animated, non-animated?
Yeah. The one that's fully live action. It says live action in the description.
Yes.
Well, yeah, so there was a little, I'm trying to get engagement. So in the first one, I left out Fantastic Four. So
people in the comments of the video being like,
no
excuse me.
FF question mark?
Yeah.
L. Incredibles 3, I like the first Incredibles. Incredibles 2 did nothing for me, except it was cool that there was a part that they got in trouble for because they didn't put an epilepsy warning, but they had heaps of flashing lights.
Okay.
Bold.
Yeah. Brave.
There's a lot of controversies about kids' movies. My old work, I should say, actually made the news involving Zootopia because it's actually funny because Zootopia and another movie that's recently been back in the news, Deadpool. One of our cinemas, we accidentally played Deadpool instead of Zootopia.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, the kids did not like that. Yeah, it was bold. It was part of the grassroots marketing campaign. Ryan Reynolds was like, hey guys,
freak some kids out.
Freak some kids out, get some parents angry. You'll make the news. People come see my movie.
Pretty much win or lose. And I'm sure the other Pixar movies will be
it's like there's a lot of there that's
entertaining enough.
It's just not, Elio. Maybe, but again, there's not a
kind of
lot
don't know enough
of
about it,
and everything else is like the third installment to something I've not seen the second.
I think as well it's extremely hard to get excited about something like Toy Story 5. Yeah, when Toy Story 4 was hard to get excited about. So
I really liked Toy Story 4. I should be more excited for Toy Story 5, but I think that they've ended the series twice now in a satisfying way, and they can't.
Surely they cannot pull that rabbit
but even
out
if
of
they
the
don't,
hat.
I'm just sick of you on doing it.
Yeah.
They've said everything they've had, It must be good, tropical.
Exactly. But
I'm going to use my answer and say my most anticipated film of the animated part is, hey, if The Lion King counts as this, then Avatar, Fire and Ash does too.
Good answer. Yeah. Well,
D23.
That's it's all the news that's fit to print, baby.
Yeah, again, hit it out of that ballpark.
Oh yeah,
like in Win or Lose.
Yeah,
100 things announced, 100 things good. See you at the top of the box office charts. These movies.
Yeah. Disney. The rat
they went woke.
Has done it
They
again.
went broke, but now they've gone
bespoke.
They've gone normal.
Yeah,
pretty much no woke movies here.
That's
In
true.
fact,
actually,
they're constantly hiring sex predators.
Yeah.
So all those right-wing YouTubers out there that's angry about the woke,
you're welcome.
They're finally appealing to you.
Yeah,
you did it, guys. Thank you, YouTube. It's finally safe to be a sexual predator and work at Disney again. Awesome. Good stuff.
It is good stuff. On that note,
Yeah, I've been Joe.
Ivan Jackson.
And I've also been Joe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Actors
dude.
are scumbags and Disney's hiring them all.
Yeah.
And directors.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't actually get to that. John Lasseter, after being fired from Disney, then went on to work with Apple and now Netflix.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Dude,
You-
of course.
You thought that, that would have been an end of his career. being
No,
like
no,
a-
no.
One would
he's fine.
imagine.
One would have imagined.
If
But
one was
hey,
incredibly naive.
Yeah. Canceling people definitely works, and it's good that
I
we
mean,
get
it's not
angry
really
about it.
canceling. I mean, it's more about consequence for a very very serious.
You get rich enough. I mean, anyway, and we've been the BS Boys.
Yes!
Woo!
Movies!
See you at the movies, baby! Cowabunga!
Oh.
Ah! Disney comic books.
What's the 23 stand?
2023.
That's what I thought.
It's not true.
I know.
Not true at all.
It's been called Disney 23.
Because they got 23 great movies. Snow White,
Is Snow White good?
No, I've
Lion
heard it's
King.
not great.
Tron Legacy.
Tron Legacy's probably in their 23 best movies.
That is really good.
Yeah.
What is it called? What the...
What the hell?